Hello everyone's. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I am here for the Have and the Have Not Season 5, Episode 22. I thought this was going to be the season finale, but we're coming back on in August. So I'm gonna need Tyler to, get things together by then. Like this episode, I was like, okay, Tyler, you did your job. Because y'all know some of these episodes that he been put the one out there lately, it just ain't been making sense. I mean, he be in his Tyler Perry land. Like, it be 5-6 different writers. Somebody said that, like, they be having different writers, and the writers don't come together to take notes. So it's just a big old blur. That's what he be acting like. But anyways, Candace, she done just got done throwing Oscar out the window, and she goes on downstairs to her room and get RJ to work. Like, okay, we writing this suicide note. And he was like, hold up, is this note for me? Like, nah, boo-boo, this is for Oscar. I done accidentally pushed him out the window. But she's in shock enough that where she done forgot that there was security cameras that seen her leave the room, seen her go in the room with Oscar, leave by herself, RK go in and come out. But she's not in that much shock to where she's like, okay, just make sure you do not get your fingerprints on that letter. I was like, she was, I guess, in and out of shock. He was like, what did he do? He stole $4 million from me. And I stole it back with interest. He got to beating on me like I was a man. I mean, he was acting like he was Mike Tyson and I was around with him. And I snapped and he went out the window. But now we're going to say this is a suicide, okay? So you just get this together. He over there ready to have sex. She's like, no, you need to go back to the bar and act like this is a normal day. It'd be weird if you just in my room like that. Boy, get your suspenders up. Boy, we're not doing this right now. I just killed somebody. I need to get my brain together. And you standing here trying to get something is not helping. I was like, okay, what is you doing? So Hannah, she's still down at the police station trying to find Benny, but it was like he in a police car. Like, okay, what? That didn't make sense because he never was in a police car. See, this is what I was talking about, like different writers and y'all didn't come together and get things together. But Catherine lets her know, I know Benny didn't kill that man or attempt to kill that man because Wyatt did it. Okay, so when did you know Wyatt did it? Did you know Wyatt did it when I went to your house crying on your shoulder? Because Benny, he's back there right now. I can't see him. Just like, okay, I've already told him that Wyatt did it. Marty gonna be down here in a minute. But I'm like, she's like, I couldn't let Benny get into trouble for something Wyatt did. I'm like, okay, finally, we making Wyatt pay for what he's doing. Because what y'all been doing all this long time, a lot of people, they would have been, okay, had Wyatt not been up under somebody's jail. I'm just saying. So she's like, they should let Benny go. But I'm like, I know how Tyler be acting now. But like some way, like I'm alone and like snuck in there as a police officer. And now Benny's, he's sitting there with like 17 stab wounds in him. And I'm going to be mad about that because Wyatt now, like they like, okay, Benny already did. And they thought him doing ain't no point of Wyatt going to jail. Because that's how Jim would think. But Catherine wouldn't because she about tired of Wyatt. I mean, like, Jim, why are you not tired of Wyatt at this point? He done already bashed you in the head and wished death upon you. But you still trying to keep him out of jail. But okay. Hannah lets him know, I know how it is, having to turn the child into the authorities because I had to do it for Candace when they suspected that she killed Quincy. But I was like, Hannah, I'm going to remind you, this is two different situations. You don't like Candace, so you had no problem with her going to jail about killing Quincy. Catherine actually loves her son, even though he be out here getting high and killing people, she still loves her son. You can't stand Candace. You'll be happy that she's up under somebody's jail. That's how it's to them. It didn't hurt you to your soul that you had to turn Candace in. But y'all, we back at the Artesian Hotel, the only hotel in town. I guess that's the most fanciest one, and that's one everybody go to. And I'm like, now hold on 1 minute. Because, Gia, remember, you supposed to be undercover. You supposed to be, like, Jim supposed to be making you have sex with him, and you're not supposed to be getting paid off this. So why are you talking about some see you later? Like, wouldn't we do that? You supposed to be like, you don't want to talk to them, because you come downstairs talking about some, oh, my goodness, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, I'm going to find out. All right, I'll see you later. Remember, this man just took advantage of you. So why are we talking about I see you later? See, you either fell out of character or the writer was off at this type of situation. I'm like, what is going on? She goes ahead and calls DA dude to let him know I got Jim talking. But he in there with DA woman and DA woman working with Jim. So soon as she get this information, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, the way DA dude, because I can't remember their name. They going to be DA man and DA woman, or DA dude and DA woman. So DA Man was looking, he was kind of looking like, okay, I'm going to get you too because I know you back there giving information that you're not supposed to. Like, that was his look. Or maybe I was just like reading into it too much into it. It's like, yeah, we finally got Jim. And she's like, oh, wow, really? Okay. And I was like, he wasn't even acting doing good before she hopped on the phone with Jim talking about some, yeah, they got some information on you. I'm like, she was quick to do that. I'm like, let the man at least get all the way out your office, up the street, you close your door, something, but you already hopping on the phone with Jim. Girl, don't you know how to, like, not make it seem like you up to something? I mean, you need to be a better criminal. You need to be more, I'm not saying you need to be more like Jim, but like Jim would have more sense than to get to running on the phone and telling somebody that I got some information that you're going to need when the person you're supposed to be working with just walked out your door. Anyways. The second thing I had to look at, because Jim over here talking about asking Justin what's going on, and Justin's like, this is, some hush stuff. I can't remember what to say. I can't remember word, but I'm talking too fast, y'all. He's like, basically, I ain't gotta tell you nothing. He's like, I will have you up under somebody's. I'm like, first of all, Jim, what authority do you have? Because I haven't seen you do anything pertaining to be a judge since season 2. So exactly what kind of authority do you have over this situation? Just let me know. So finally, Justin was like, well, this dude named Oscar didn't leap out the window. Do you know Oscar? Nope, don't know Oscar. I'm like, why do you care? I mean, I guess if somebody done killed themselves or some crime done happened at the hotel, you gonna want to know what's going on, but you ain't gonna be pushing your weight around like that. Somebody need to hit Jim in his face. I don't really care who it is at this point. It'd be good if it would be Catherine and Hannah, like, tag teaming them, like, Candace do it, but he'd probably get off on that. But somebody need to hit Jim upside his face. I'm like, Jim, you ain't worked for real since season 2, but you over talking about somebody have you up under the jail. I'm like, you 2 steps off from being out from under the jail, up under the jail your own self. So I'm gonna need you to back up. So Jim goes over there and tells David that Oscar to killed himself, and David not really believing that, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna need you to just believe that for right now, just until Benny get out of jail. Okay, just go ahead and believe that. And she's like, he telling him, Benny Young, he in jail right now. I've been keeping tabs on him since he was messing around with Veronica, and he in jail for robbing him alone. Now Jim goes to talk to Benny. I'm like, okay, no good can come from this. And I'm sitting there like, Benny, as much as Benny works my nerves, and he does a lot, I don't want him going down from this crime that Wyatt did. Because now that Jim knows, okay, Benny, you didn't rob him alone, and I know my son was responsible for that, I'm going to try everything in my power to make sure you go to jail and he don't. But I'm like, Benny works my nerve, but if he going to go to jail, he need to go to jail for something stupid he did. Okay? So he's sitting there in the interrogation room, but I thought he was supposed to be in a squad car somewhere. That's 1. 2, since when did we just let any and everybody in there to talk to a potential suspect? 3, Benny, what about Jim Cryer said that he was there to be your lawyer? I just want to know that, because ain't no thing on Jim says that I'm here to help you in any type of way. Veronica's supposed to be your lawyer, so I'm assuming that you didn't have a run or two with the law at some point in your life, and they tell you that you supposed to know, don't talk to nobody except your lawyer. But you running at your mouth, I was like, Benny, you gonna mess around and then end up in jail for this because you over there running your mouth. Jim over there talking about he want his money, don't play dumb. I'm like, Jim, Benny is not playing dumb about this. This is just who he is. And I was just like, okay, Benny, just hush right now. Stop threatening Jim. That's not going to help your matters. Just don't say nothing. Luckily, Hannah come walking in. I was like, thank you, Benny. Just shut up right now and let your mama talk. But he's like, oh, we just having a discussion. It's just like looking like, Benny, I know you lying like a one-legged dog. Anyways, you free to go because we caught the real culprit. I was like, thank you. I like to scream because I was like, I was happy because I just knew that somehow they was going to pin this on Benny. I just knew that Tyler was going to do that. I just knew it in my heart. I just knew it. That was one time I was happy to see. I was happy to see Hannah. So yeah, we got Justin. He on the phone with Jeffrey because he didn't see Jeffrey get on the hotel, get on in the elevator at the hotel. So now he on the phone, listening door to door. I guess he didn't went to each and every floor to find out where Jeffrey's at. So he on the phone, talking to Jeffrey, but listening at the door. I'm like, see, crazy. So RK shows up with a bottle of champagne, and like it was like Justin knew, like he's trying to get my man. I need to get over there quick, fast, in a hurry. But Jeffrey's like, look here, dude. I know you're an escort. I do not want to drink. I want you to leave. Justin come knocking on the door, coming in. You've been in here quite a long time. Like, first of all, why do you know that? Why do you know how long this man has been there? What's going on here? You've been in here a long time. Why are your suspenders down? Why is there a towel on the bed? I arrested you because you tried to rob a man and take his money. He been robbing people, drugging people. Yup, Jeffrey, that's what he been doing. And I was like, you know what? Even though you crazy in this moment, you not wrong. You crazy, but you was telling the truth. But he lets him know, look here, bro. If I find any type of drugs in this champagne, I'm taking you down. Okay? So then Jeffrey was looking like, what are you doing here? He basically like, nothing but death can keep me from you. And like, he didn't say that, but my mind went there in the color purple. He's like, what's gonna keep us apart? Death. And all I heard was, nothing but death can keep me from her. That's what my mind went. And I know it's random. I'll be hearing like, side note. I don't know if this is just me, but somebody could be saying something and I could end it with a song. It don't matter what's going on. It's been plenty of times my husband just be talking about something just random, and at this moment I can't think of an example, but he'll say something that be a part of a song and I just end it with the song in my head or either out loud. Out of side note. That's where my mind went. Nothing but death can keep me from you. I was like, yes, Justin, even though you was crazy, extra crazy, you was not wrong. RK was there to drug him and take his money, not knowing that he was already trying to get with your mama mere nights ago. Anyway, Veronica shows up looking for Melissa and is surprised that Hannah lives there. Because y'all know she been tracking Melissa's phone. So she shows up like, Hannah, what you doing here? I live here. Ooh, haven't you, come on up in the world. I need to see Melissa. You don't need to see Melissa. I have a court order. Is it a warrant? Look at you trying to be all fancy. And I'm like, see, first of all, psychiatrist man, don't you realize how Veronica is jumping from being shady and mean to all concerned? That don't concern you? Because it would concern me if she's like, look at here. I don't even have a prop with me. I usually like to have a prop or something. I don't have no type of anything. But anyway, we're going to act like this is a piece of paper. See, Hannah, this says, Melissa is a danger to herself. She needs to be evaluated. We need to come get her. Now I'm paraphrasing like always, but this is what we're going through. Didn't you realize how she went from that to, oh my goodness, Melissa, I'm just here to make sure you all right. You didn't notice how she just switched like that. You not concerned about that, but you concerned about this girl that you ain't really read in the bone. You ain't really talked to that girl. So Melissa's like, you're ruining my life. But then she like runs upstairs and Hannah's looking like, see, look what you're doing. And Melissa's up on the roof now. I don't know how she got to the roof. I didn't know Hannah's house had access to the roof. But anyway, she on the roof. She yelling, talking about something, you've ruined my life. And then jumps off the roof. Now, y'all, if that wasn't the fakest looking jump off a roof if I have ever seen in my life. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen the movie Escape to Witch Mountain that came out in the 70s. But when the car was floating through the air and it looked very fake, this is what I was getting from this scene. Now, I know we're not in big budget movies right here, but it did not look right or look real at all. And they didn't even have to show the fakeness of which it looked. I was like, oh, but then I looked at my husband, I was like, that looked all fake and wrong. I was like, I wasn't. It didn't give me. I mean, somebody jumping off the roof ain't supposed to give you nothing. But I'm like, she jumped off the roof and it was like a belly flop. But then like that part looked somewhat real. But then like the last descent, it looked very green screenish and not a good green screen. She didn't look like a real person. Didn't look like herself. Just looked wrong. And everybody's like, oh! So, you know, Veronica, she's already, you know, finna go all completely crazy because first David and Pimp slapped her. So, you know, she crazy about that. Now, Melissa, you done jumped off the roof to kill my unborn grandchild. I'm really finna go off the deep end. Yeah. So, y'all, this will last a little bit. Catherine goes to see Wyatt and tells Wyatt, Benny has been arrested for the crime that you did. And he was like, who's Benny? Like, Benny Young, remember you, Honey's son? The one you ran down with your car? He's been arrested for the crime. He's like, okay, that's good for me. No, that's not good for you. You committed the crime. Now he's going down for it. He's like, you need to pay for your crime. Well, how am I going to pay for my crime if I don't have any money? We're not talking about financially paying. We talking about you going to jail for paying. That's what we talking about. He over here talking about some, I hate you and I want y'all dead. You been the worst mama in the world. She was like, was I a worst mom when you cried in my lap for days on end after you was at that camp and got molested by that priest? Was I was a bad mama when you was calling me every day in college? I was a bad mama when I was the first person you called in a bad mama when you ran down little Lizzie and Benny Young. And I was a bad mama when you called me when you attacked this dude at the bar. So I'm a bad mama. He was like, the reason why I called you because you the biggest devil that I know. And I want you in that again. I was like, okay. Okay, that's what we doing? Okay. So she's like, okay. She leaves. Police come in. What's going on? What's going on? You going to jail, Wyatt. That's what's going on. You finally paying for your crime. Okay? That's what's going on. So, y'all, lastly, David and got Erica a car. And she's like, oh, I want to ride around in the car with you. You know, he's like, no, take it out, take it out. So finally, after he done left and came back, they go to the car. Now, make sure I'm right. They go to the car and Erica gets in and David closes the door and boom, she gets blown up. He gets thrown several feet in the air. But I'm like, hold up. She already won. How did he get the bomb on the car? Because she just got that car this morning. When did he have time in broad daylight to put the bomb on it? 2, she had just driven the car earlier that day. So did she like detonated once both of them was right there? I'm guessing that's what happened. Because I was like, that didn't, like, why didn't it blow up the first time she rode around the block? But anyway, if she got blown all the way up, he got blown up and thrown clear across the yard. I'm like, Veronica said she was going to pay y'all back. Just saying. But I do want to mention, when Veronica was over there taunting Hannah and stuff, I was like, do you realize the last person that you taunted, they pimp slapped you across the room? You need not be taunting people no more. Maybe you'll learn your lesson. But y'all, Tyler, you did good. It was some areas I was like, that's not really making sense, but I'll roll with it. So that was the gist of known. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment, a very response. And like I always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people watching my video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.